All right, boys and girls, we got a lot to get into today. As I told you last week, I was going to get some work done on the portrait. Well, guess what? It's almost done. I got a lot to show you there. Plus, I'm going to give you my review of Geek'D Con 2024. Show you some of the cosplays and the great geek haul that we hauled home, me and Foxy. All that and more coming up right now on Sketching the Privateer.
Let's fucking go!
Let's fucking go.
All right, welcome aboard for Sketching the Privateer. I am your host, Joe's Atmosphere, here on YouTube. It is good to see you. We, of course, are also broadcasting on Facebook and the platform that bounces, or as we like to call it, the Bumble. It's good to see you guys. Of course, boys and girls, you know who got here first. You know who got here first. It's a badge of honor for him, and we will never take it away from him. The big guy, the guy that supports half the shows on YouTube in our circle. That's right.
There are some who call me Tim.
That's right. Tim was the first one in today, and he's actually here right now. But he checked in way earlier, like before noon, my time anyway. He says he's off work today, though, so he's going to be checking in. Also, Chaya Miller's here. She explains that she usually eats lunch around this time. She said she may catch the show, but she'll definitely leave the stream up. I appreciate it, Chaya. It's good to see you. And Vince Womack, another guy that supports all of us here in this circle on YouTube. It's good to see you, Vince. Heidi ho to all the nerds and nerdettes. Yeah, we got some nerd stuff going on today. Let me tell you. Let's see what's going on here. The green the green site. Exactly. Yeah. I've always been a fan of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, so I'm going to call it the platform that bounces, the Bumble. Hey, what's up, Lord Thoth? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. All right. First thing I want to do, guys, is catch you up on the work that I've done so far. Download the video so you can watch it. And here it is. In 30 seconds, here's all the work I've done. And we went ahead and we solved the problem of the hair. And it was partially Ariel that helped me out with it. She told me last week that the hottest flames burn blue. So that's what we're going to do with it. Let's see who is on the green channel. I do have it up. Yeah, Vince is over there hitting all kinds of stuff. He's showing, you know what's funny? You're putting up all the links, Vince, and I've got all the pages to show them too. But I'm not going to do that to the end of the show. But thank you very much, Vince. I appreciate it. I'm actually getting in the habit of monitoring Rumble. If somebody else gets in there, I will be chatting with them, but you can hear me. So let's see. Tim said, what is Tim saying? Joe's Atmosphere will be having a show when the debates our next month. Yes, I believe we will, but we won't be doing it here. We'll be doing it on the platform that bounces. Okay, so yeah, that's it. I'm not doing any of that over here. If I do anything about politics, it's going to be on the platform that bounces. No doubt about it. All right, let's get our music going here in the background. First, I've got to share the screen, don't I? Got to share what's going on here. First thing I want to do today is give you guys a quick breakdown on the goodness that was Geek'D Con 2024. Now, you may have heard me talk about this last week because that's the guy my wife was really looking forward to seeing. There's always somebody from The Walking Dead at one of these things, and the governor was here this time, and we actually got to meet him. But let me get everything shared real quick so we can get that going, so I can show you guys. I went ahead and uploaded the pictures to my iPad so that I could show them to you on there. That way I can blow them up as big as I want and all that bullshit. Let's see. Let's go with that right there. Yeah, that ought to be fine. Okay, so let's take a look at the chat. Everybody's hitting it. Debates. Yeah, right. Absolutely. The Penguin Low Spec Linux laptop is in the house. What's up, man? Lord Toth says, cool. Yeah, I figured you guys appreciate it. Let me go ahead and get the music going. I always like, if I don't have a guest on with me, I like to get the music going so you guys can, hear what's going on. Let's see. Shuffle playlist. Shuffle is off. No, I want it shuffle on. Okay, there we go. All right, so let's take a look at this, man. Of course, this thing started Friday night, and I was at work. So but I did download some pictures off of their website to show you some of them. This was, of course, Doc Brown and Marty McFly standing in line at this. Now, if you don't know about this, Geek'd Con, it's geek with an apostrophe D. Con is put together every year in the middle of August at the Shreveport Convention Center, and a local DJ named Greg Adams is the main guy putting it together. And he is a great dude. I think you guys have seen the pictures of the sign that I painted for Excalibur Comics, Cards, and Games, which is the comic book shop here in town. And they partner with them. They have a huge booth there. As soon as you walk in the main entrance, there's an island set up that's Excalibur, comics, cards, and games. That's where I get all my comic books from. Shout out to them. It's just a really good time for the Shreveport-Bossier area to get together and be nerds. Check out some of these cosplays. We had a Spawn show up. Of course, these here's my question, and I've never been able to ask one of these guys. I'm almost afraid to ask them. Do they paint these unitards that they make? Do they paint them? I don't know. I'm not sure. Let's see. Vince says Sharkin' for Pearls, available on your favorite platforms. Heidi ho to all the nerds and nerdettes. Yes, absolutely. It is definitely available everywhere where you get your music, for sure. Okay, let's see what else we got here. Yeah, I don't know who this guy is. I just thought it was badass looking. I have no clue who this guy is. If you guys know in the chat who these are, let me know. Yeah, that was a nice Spawn, wasn't it, Lord Thoth? Then you've got... these have to come from some kind of anime or something. I don't know. I don't know what they are. But this guy had several saws to stick in his head. So it was pretty crazy. And then we had Spider-Man Noir, right? And I think he's getting his own show here pretty soon, isn't he? And I think Nicolas Cage is actually gonna be voicing him. I think. I don't want to talk out of school, but I think I heard somewhere he's getting his own series. Too late to ignore a previous message. Oh, you're right, man. Looks like from Final Fantasy. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. The one with the big sword. This one here, Yeah, I figured that's where that was from, right there. But anyway, let's keep going here. This has got to be from what is it called? Call of Duty, COD, I think is what they call it. Call of Duty. Vince says, I think the Saw head is either anime or a manga. Yeah, absolutely. That's what it looks like to me. I think that's a skin for somebody in Call of Duty. I'm more interested in the chick behind him, but that's just me. Of course, the 501st was out there, and we got some great Star Wars cosplays out of them, man. I got a bunch of them. Got stormtroopers and all kinds of shit. You said duty. Yes, I did, sir. It's in the title of the game. Anyway, let's see. What's next? Yeah, we got this guy. I don't know what he looks like. Master Chief, but like with some kind of crazy ass paint on him. I don't know. And then I don't know who this character is. This is probably off of some cartoon that I've never seen. I have no clue. It looks like it's off of either SpongeBob or... Yeah, the 501st do great stuff. You have to meet certain standards to join them. You have to have a movie-accurate costume or a lore-accurate costume. Is that what I'm meaning to say, Vince? Because, it's not just movies. You can play some of the animated series guys, too, and stuff. But yeah, the 501st is everywhere, man. They've got a unit in every town in America. Star Wars has still got the fans out there. And then there was a lot of Mandalorians out there. A lot of Mandalorians. They definitely had a bunch of those, for sure. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, and we got the guy with the plague mask. I'm not sure what that's from. Is that from Death Note? I'm not sure. It's a furry. It's a furry. Oh, okay. I haven't seen a furry yet, but I got a few furries coming up. Day 2, I was there, and I shot these pictures you're fixing to see. Actually, this first one is, and I'm not sharing the audio, so you're not going to hear it, but I got this one for Jed. It's actually, this guy was actually playing a flute. But that was a pretty cool furry costume, I thought, these guys were doing. It was pretty cool. And I love the color. So, and then we had this guy that sometimes I had it on video by accident, but yeah, I'm not quite sure. Is this a clone trooper? Is that what this guy is? A clone commander or something? That's what it looks like to me. But yeah, great stuff. I mean, look at the detail they put in these things, man. It's fucking crazy. It's crazy that I've always loved good cosplayers. This guy had a remote-controlled R2-D2 running around with it. Look at this. Now, that was on day 3. That was on day 3 right there. He was probably there Saturday, too, but I got the picture on day 3. All right, let's see. Now, I can't show you that yet. That one right there, I have to detail. But we were wondering what kind of Pokemon this was. I got a hold of my daughter to find out what that one was. She didn't know. She said it was a newer Pokemon. She'd never seen it before. Vince says, I think it's an ARC Trooper. Yes, a clone. That's what I thought. Yeah, for sure. So we couldn't find out what that was. These are Master Chiefs, but what I'm wondering is, what is this guy? What is this little dude strapped to his chest? And it says, it's got a name tag on it that says Fluffy. What the hell is that, man? Is that something that's in the Halo lore? I don't know. It's not. Somebody was saying it's a face hugger. I'm like, no, that's not a face hugger. It would have 2 bags on either side of its, spine kind of thing. It would have fingers like that, but okay, hang on, guys. I'm going to have to skip. It's not a face hugger, Vince. It's not a face hugger. Take a good look at it. It is not a face hugger. Look at that thing. That's not what it is. I don't know what that is. I don't know. It's almost like a locust, an alien locust or something. But anyway, like I said, they have some really cool ones. And this, I had to get her. But I asked her as soon as I saw her, because I used to play the shit out of this game. And by the way, I'm probably going to do a playthrough of it pretty soon again, because that game's a lot of fun right there. If you don't know what it is, it's oh my god, hang on, let me look down here. I know I've got that game. Lollipop Chainsaw. Yeah, that's the name of it. Lollipop Chainsaw. Not familiar with the Halo series. Neither am I. That's why I was wondering what it was. But anyway, Lollipop Chainsaw. I asked her, I said, where is your chainsaw, first of all? And secondly, didn't they nerf the upskirt stuff? No, actually, there's a feat, and I've gotten it for looking up her skirt in the game. They may have nerfed it for future generations or something, but I know I got the achievement on mine. But anyway, and the other thing she's missing is her boyfriend's head, strapped to her hip, right? You used to get an achievement for that? Yes, you did. I've got it. Yep. But anyway, I thought she looked fantastic, so I said, yeah, I got to get a picture of you, chick. Then we had a nurse from Star Trek with tribbles all over her. That was pretty cool, I thought. Then we had a pretty good Gandalf here. This guy, of course, he had his. All these people were this was on Saturday, but they were all getting ready for a cosplay contest on Sunday. And I was working Sunday, so I didn't get to see the cosplay contest. But I took a lot of pictures of the cosplays that were in the building. Then we had the Jasons. Check them out. The only one that's not here is Jason X, man. Where the hell is Jason X at? I was wondering where he was at. I'm gonna have to send this picture to P.A.T.R.I.O.T, because man, that I know he loves him some Jason. Let's see. Keep in mind the delay between stream and chat. Yeah, absolutely. But then we get into the stuff that we came. Well, let me go ahead and finish up with the cosplays. Yeah, there were like 7 Jawas there. There was people taking pictures of them all together. Let's see. Damn, it's the whole week assembled. Yeah, right? It's the whole week. Yeah. Friday. It's Monday through Friday, right? But anyway, these guys looked great. And they were walking around going, bah, ile. They were talking like fucking Jawas. It was great. They wouldn't speak English. They were stealing people's snacks and shit. It was funny. Houdini! Yeah, I threw that one at them too. Yeah. It's great. Let me see what else we got here for the cosplays. I think that's about it. No, we got some more on Sunday. When we walked in Sunday, this Predator I thought looked fantastic. He has the claws out on that one hand, as you can see, and I have to imagine that's Rick Grimes next to him. That guy just phoned it in, really. But the Predator looked fantastic. He really did. And then we had a legit Ghostbuster, man. Check him out. Brought his sons with him, right? I thought that guy looked great. He even had a trap on his hip. Thought that was cool. And then, like I said, I shot this just to show you how many people were there. And this was on Sunday, man. It's a big haul. And then, now I was working at this booth, if you're wondering. You seen the 988 stuff on the bottom, the suicide line. If you think anybody's in crisis, definitely tell them to call 988 and they'll get the help they need. But this guy right here, he come walking up. I said, wow, man, it's Revan, and I said, is anybody recognizing you? And he said that he said everybody was calling him Kylo Ren. So, and the only reason why I recognize him because I actually played that game, so for a little while I did anyway. Let's see what's going on here. Vince says, aren't you a bit small for a sick Predator? Right? That was good. But anyway, that's the cosplays. Now, what we really came for was the celebrities to, you see, you see the walls behind me. Hang on, let me go full screen. You see the walls behind me. I've got comic books. I've got all kinds of stuff from cons. I'm sure to my left here, right above my fingers, you can see Worf, you know. And we've got a bunch of others over there, you know, all signed and stuff. And so that's what we go for. Right now, I'm trying to collect the Arrowverse. I got Arsenal last time around. He was here, and I didn't have anybody this time around. Did you tell him to look out for Malik? Yeah, right. No, I didn't. You know, he couldn't talk very well underneath that thing. These people, man, they do a lot of work on these things, but they're not comfortable. I guarantee you, half those guys, even though I got to say the air conditioner was working great in the convention center, it was like a wall of cold when you walked in out of that hot Louisiana muggy air. It was great feeling, but I know everybody in those costumes was sweating to death, no matter how chill it is, you know. But God love them, they look great, and they really make the day of everybody that comes out there, you know. But anyway, let's start talking about the hall. Rhonda, old Foxy as I like to call her, she got Michonne's katana, boys and girls. Check that thing out. Now, there were a few booths that had weapons, right? Yeah, I mean, these cons always have different booths with weapons. But we went to one sword booth, and they said they wanted 150 for it, but they didn't even have any, and they usually sold them for 150. We went to another booth, and they said they could have one there by 2:30, and it would only cost $45. And she was like, $45? Wow. And I said, you know, it's probably going to be plastic, you know, but you're just going to hang it on the wall. This thing's metal, guys. Take a look at that shit. It's metal. And take a look at the t-shirt she made to meet David Morrissey in. Isn't that cool? She made a t-shirt with the governor all over it. Right? So she did good. She did good. She got a lot of stuff. Let's see. I got a poster, an 11 by 17 poster, to cover the first Secret Wars book. I didn't get the book itself. Probably would have cost me an arm and a leg, but I did get an 11 by 17 poster. I was supporting one of the comic book booths, buying that. Let's see. What's Vince saying here? I'm subbed to a Chinese girl here on YouTube, and she is super artistic. Builds all kinds of stuff, including cosplays. Yeah, man. Put a link in there, dude, if you want to. Nothing wrong with promoting them. But anyway, this was 11 by 17 poster, and I'll probably get it signed by the artist if he ever shows up again. But yeah, the reason why I got this mainly, though, not because it's Secret Wars, because there's me and Highlander right there. That's me and Highlander. I'm the bug boy on the right, and he's the Hulk on the left, you know. So yeah, that's why I got that. I love that cover. And then I actually did buy a comic book. It cost me $10, as you can see, but I'm trying to collect all of my favorite Spider-Man artists, Ross Andrews books. And this one I checked off my list, and I bought it really because Nova's in it.
Will it help you in your career?
Hang on a second. I've got
the short answer is
got an ad I got to get through here. Let me mute it for a second. But anyway, I bought this one because Nova was in on the cover, and you know, Guardians of the Galaxy is really popular, right? And yeah, there's the cosplayer. Check that out, guys. Check out that chick stuff for sure. Let's see. The proper Secret Wars. Yes, absolutely. Not what we're going to get in the theaters, right? But I got this cover because it's got Nova in it, and there's speculation that we're eventually going to get Nova because of Guardians of the Galaxy. You know, he's part of the Nova Corps, right? And everything. But maybe not, because I think in Infinity War, wasn't Xandar destroyed? But then again, Nova could still be out there. Nick Weiser would be proud of you. Yes, of course. Of course he'd be proud of me. Yes. I shop for comic books at this thing, man. I do. Now this was, I met the girl that was working across from me, and this is something like what, what's my man's name? The Rageaholic. You guys know who I'm talking about. I'm having a fucking senior moment. Anyway, Razor Fist. This is pulp fiction kind of thing, but it's actually an anthology. It's got a bunch of short stories in it, and it's called Weird West. I love the cover, and I was trying to support them, so I went ahead and bought a book. You know, he digs Nova, does he? Really? Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll have to tell him I got that in the hall for sure. I'll send him a text and in on X. Even did a 2 or 3 part just on Nova back in his comic shop talk days. He's still doing it. He's just changed the name of it to Clobby's Comic Shop or something like that. He's still doing it on Fridays though. Now we get into the signatures. The only guy I wanted there was Kevin Durand. He's been in a bunch of shit. I know you guys are going, why didn't you get him as the Angel from Legion? Why didn't you get him as this guy, that guy? Why didn't you get him as the Blob from the X-Men, you know? He says, I know. Okay. But here's what's funny. The one I wanted him from is one of my favorite movies, and I really wish they were going to make a bunch of them, but they just didn't do it. And that's I Am Number 4. He was the bad guy alien in I Am Number 4. He was one of the 3 aliens that were hunting down. I can't remember what they called them. I think they called them Guardians or something like that. I can't remember exactly. Legacies or something. Yeah, Legacies. I think that's what it is. But anyway, if you've never seen that movie, watch it. It's fantastic. It's got Timothy Oliphant when nobody knew who he was, and it's really, really good. And the girl that plays number 9 in it, oh, you know, this dirty old man was just hot for that chick. Wow, she was hot. But anyway, I went ahead and got one because me and Foxy are fans of the Resident Evil franchise, and he was in, even though it was a small part and he didn't last long, he was in Resident Evil Retribution, and he wrote, Joe, all the goodness to you and yours, Kevin Durand, number 4. He put number 4 on the bottom of it. Because we had a big discussion about, well, how come you don't have pictures from I Am Number 4? And he said, man, I've done so much stuff. I can only put so many pictures out here, you know? I was like, yeah. But he was a sweetheart of a guy. Can't say enough how nice he was. And then Billy Zane. My mama said, if you ain't got nothing nice to say, don't say it. So I'm not going to say it. But he was nice enough to do an 8x10 for Rhonda, and Billy Zane, Rhonda, make your own luck, which is what he says in Titanic, right? She really wanted one of him from Charmed playing Cupid, and she asked him about hang on, let me find there it is. There, yeah, she took a selfie with him and got that done, but she asked about the Charmed pictures, and he said, oh, we sold out of them. You know, he's being kind of an ass, guys. But, you know, hey, you never know. I asked Rhonda, I said, do you think maybe because you took a Titanic picture up there, maybe he was acting like the guy from Titanic, right? Maybe that's what he was doing. Who knows? Okay. So anyway, we had that. And then she got to meet the governor. That's who she came to see. And, I got to tell you, David Morris, he's one of the nicest guys in the world. We ended up having a great conversation with him. The guy is tall as hell. That dude is a big dude. My wife is not short. She's like 6 foot, not 6 foot. Listen to me, 5'6", around there. And you see, he's a full foot over her. I mean, pretty much. So he could have played basketball in Great Britain. He is British, just like half the actors that are on The Walking Dead. But let's see, Titanic, not the Phantom. No, she was getting the picture, not me. Okay, if I was getting a picture of him, I'd have probably gotten him from. He actually had pictures out there from Tombstone. Remember, he was in Tombstone. He played an actor in Tombstone that ended up getting killed. You know, but okay for Rhonda, yeah, she enjoyed meeting him. But she said to me, I almost asked for my money back. I said, nah, you don't want to do that. You're just going to meet him once. He's the first guy that gave us weird vibes, that we've ever met at one of these cons. Most of them are just the nicest guys in the world, and they're really happy to see their fans.
My body
they really
every
are.
day. Move free.
Oh, stop it with the ads. Let's see. Next up. Boom. Okay. So, yeah, David Morrissey, nicest guy in the world. We ended up having a conversation about the strike, the actor strike over here in America. He said, man, yeah, they picked the worst time to strike, didn't they? Hollywood really hasn't bounced back yet, And he was saying how he wasn't out of work at all over in Great Britain. He said he never slowed down over there. So, that was pretty interesting. I don't know who's blowing my phone up, but I'm about to go silent on this thing. Sorry about that, guys. I know you're hearing that chime back there. But, nicest guy in the world. And the reason why I wanted to show his signature last, guys, is because you got to see what he did. Okay? He writes to Rhonda. He writes Donald M., the governor, or excuse me, David M., the governor, right? And then look what he did to Herschel's neck. Look what he did. As soon as I saw that, I said, this is why we hate this guy, right here. Put a dotted line around his neck and said, cut here. I thought that was hilarious, man. The guy sure, it really seemed like he was having a good time being there and meeting everybody. And I really think that it's possible that Billy Zane was a little upset that this guy was getting more people at his booth than he was, because Billy was if you look at the website, he was the headliner at this thing. So he was dead center of the cast wall. But anyway, I don't know. But Billy, thank you for doing that for my wife. I appreciate you, man, if you're out there watching. But David Morrissey was definitely worth the price of admission to go see. I didn't have to pay for it this year because I worked a booth for Louisiana Association on Compulsive Gambling. So, hey, that was cool. Got the word out about our nonprofit and everything. It was a lot of fun. I was there Saturday and Sunday. And got to tell you, the guys that put on Geek'D Con, they do a great job. And looking forward to it next year, man. We go every year. And we just, if there's a Walking Dead person, Rhonda gets it. I think the only one that's not Walking Dead she actually stayed in line for was, I want to say it was, LeVar Burton from Star Trek Next Generation. Well, I mean, first from so many things, right? He started off in Roots and that miniseries back in the day. He was on Reading Rainbow forever. Kids watched him growing up, and but anyway, we met him. He actually, I think somebody had got him. It's either, hang on a second, let me look. No, it wasn't him. It was Seth Gilliam, the guy that plays the Father Gabriel on The Walking Dead. They gave him a Mudbugs jersey and he was wearing that. I think LeVar Burton had a Black Panther t-shirt on with the necklace on it and everything. So, but yeah, we meet people every year at that thing. That's a lot of fun. Let's see. I never seen a single episode of The Walking Dead. You should check it out sometime, Vince. It's good. If you're into, I'll put it to you this way, man. Let me go full screen for this real quick so I can explain this. I didn't get into it until the third season it was on. Everybody had been telling me to watch this show. Gotta watch it, Joe. If you're into comic books, because it's based on a comic book and everything. And so I had a lot of time at work when I was a furnace tech at night. And the first season's only like 6 episodes long. Okay. And I watched it over a weekend and I told my wife, I said, I know you're not into horror stuff, but you know what? Really need to check this out. It's a really well-written show. It's basically a Western is what it is, guys. Without society and everything, it basically becomes a Western, right? But anyway, she watched it, was hooked on the first episode. She's the biggest Walking Dead fan walking the earth. Now I, kind of lost interest in it later on. but you know, I it was good. I mean, it was good for the first, I'd say 7, 8 seasons. Yeah, I'd say the first 8 seasons. Uh, the War with the Saviors was really good, and that's the 8th season. Well, actually, no, it's the 7th season. But and even the Whisperers part was good. But that's one. If you're looking for something to watch, you should check it out sometime. Let's see what we got here. Gridiron Masters says, I used to work in Fort Polk, if you know where that is. Gridiron Masters, I was born in Leesville, brother. I know exactly where that is. My father was there. It's actually called Fort Johnson now. We want to be politically correct here. No, it'll always be Fort Polk to me. But my dad was a drill sergeant in 1965, sending kids to Vietnam when I was born. So, yeah, I know that place rather well. And I've been back since. LeVar has a light case of TDS. Well, hey, he's always, a lot of people grew up with him. You know what I'm saying? I don't follow him or anything like that. I wouldn't know. Looks like RFK Jr. is going to endorse Trump. Yeah, that's well-known fact by now. Yes, without the law, it's every man for himself type of stuff. Yeah, exactly. Only their group is together, man. You'd have to watch it. It's a really well-written show, Vince. It really is. Let's see. Gridiron says, I lived in Slagle? Nothing but trees out there. I don't even know where that is. Let's see. Vince says, during some of the early episodes, some nerds calculated how long the dead could keep on walking, and I think got it spot on. Really? Okay. Apes together strong. Hear you, man. Let me check the Rumble chat, see if everybody's over there right now. No, it's just me and Vince. Okay. So I wanted to show you this. This is what I decided with the hair. Now you see how I did the eyes. I went ahead and did those in fire colors, but the whites of the eyes, this is where I got the idea. I said, how am I going to make that look hot? And I remembered that Ariel said the let's see, Slagle is right outside of Leesville. Okay. I've only been to Leesville, man. The last time I was down there, I went down there to meet up some guys that I played DC Universe Online with, and they were in the military, and they were going down there for TDY. And I went down. It's only like 2 hours from me, south of me. And so I drove down there and took them out to lunch and then drove home. It was just a chance for me to meet some guys that I had talked to on the internet, playing a game. And anytime I have a chance to meet up, Knock, that's on my State of the Atmosphere show every week, he and I have been playing DCUO together for 13 years. Now we're playing college football right now together. He's always been my gaming buddy. And Foxy and I have been to meet him a couple of times up there where he's from while we were traveling. So anyway, so what I decided to do was, let me go ahead and turn the sketch off real quick so you can see. This is what it's going to look like. It's going to be white hot hair with a blue tint, right? That's because I want her to have hair. I could have made her bald with flames for hair, and that just sucks to me. Girls should have hair, So that's what I decided to do with it. I like it. I think it looks good. And then I started on Big Daddy American Fox, right? The son of the privateer and the Royal Fox. Started on him. Got a lot of work done the other day. As you can see, all I got to do is I got to finish coloring in American Fox, and I've got to get the wings. I don't like this. I don't know about you guys, but I don't like this orange I have for the wings. I may have to make that the same as the skin tone. What do you think? What do you think, guys? I can't make them yellow because I want it to contrast with the flames. You know what I mean? So I think I'm going to go with that safety orange type color I have, and I've got to finish filling those in. Let's see. Okay, we got all that. Let's see. If she keeps it groomed, yeah, I hear you, bro. What type of interspecies shenanigans is going on? Well, if you've never seen the origin of the royal fox, she actually was a fox who a witch, a good witch to be sure, tried to turn into a human being, and she wasn't strong enough to finish the spell, and it only gave her the body of a human, but kept the outer skin of a fox. You have to read the story. If you go to my Subscribe Star page, it's on there. And actually, if you check out some of the episodes of Sketching the Privateer, I actually read these origin stories on air. Just go back there's a playlist for all these episodes. Just go back and check that out. You'll see. But no, I'm not a furry freak. It's just, look, this is how I came up with the name Royal Fox. That's what we used to call really fine chicks back in the day. When I was growing up, we referred to hotties as a royal fox. She's a royal fox, you know. And there's the Knoxter. Just got done talking about you, man. What's going on, dude? Good to see you. Low Spec says the privateer and his band of furries. No, there's only two furries. The mom and the son. Okay. But anyway, yeah, I got her color patterns down. I like it. I like the way it looks. I think that's going to be the way to go. When we see her in some different poses and stuff, you'll see how it's going to come off. I think it's going to look really good. I think it's going to have like a Starfire look to it. Knox says, sup, still at work for another hour, then heading home for the weekend. Yeah, man. Are you going to be on John's show tonight? Let us know. Gridiron says, Fox, I know that term. I think that they just call them baddies now. I hear you. But that's what we called really hot girls back in the day. Sydney Sweeney would be an example of a royal fox. Okay, so that's you know, and the reason why I made her, as you can see, she's casting a spell, right? She has a top hat and a jacket. And the reason why she has all that, it's not to look like Satana. She's supposed to be a ringmaster from a circus. She grew up in a circus to hide her, you know, so people didn't know she was real. Because, you know, a fox human being would scare the shit out of people. But in the circus, you know, everybody thinks she's made up like that, right? Let's see. Vince says, Knock is working for the weekend. Yep. Great song, by the way. Let's see. For maybe an hour, going to bed earlier than normal on Fridays, since I'm driving to con in the morning. Oh, you got back-to-back cons, man? Okay. Didn't even get my weekend beer. Really? Okay. Foxy Witch. Yes, exactly. She can cast spells and stuff. She's basically a healer, is what we call her in DC Universe Online. And she uses sorcery to heal. And yeah, that's my baby, the Royal Fox. But that's why I made her a fox character. You know what I mean? And then, of course, her son ended up being a fox too, because she's a fox, right? So there you go. But anyway, I just wanted to show you how much work I'd gotten done on it. I'm going to do some more. I'll probably have it done by next week, and I'll be able to put it on the website and everything. So let's start winding this down, and I will show you guys what's going on. First of all, I really need to start pushing this stuff more. Let me drop this out real quick and then start up my other one. Of course, you know, you can check out, I know I just cut off the music. You know, you can check out Sharking for Pearls. He's got a playlist on YouTube. Let me go ahead and throw throw that up there. Let's see. Back out of this. No, can't back out of that. Let's just go to Undertow. There we go. There's the playlist. This is the YouTube playlist for Undertow. I think I got. Did I do it right? Yeah, here we go. Not go back and look at the beginning of the episode. I broke down the goodness I got from the con. Let's see. Sharkin. 4 pearls. Undertow. That's his newest one. Oh, you already put it in there. Look at you. Okay. I'm wasting my time. I've got a killer mod here. Throw it up in Rumble for me too, buddy, in case anybody's watching wants to see that. But that's where I'm getting the music from, guys. Want you to definitely go and give me a subscribe on the on my YouTube page. Definitely want you to do that. Want you to go give us a follow on Rumble. We just passed 100. I think we're at 110 now over there, so we're moving right along on that one. Follow us on Twitch. I just got to 200 followers, so we're gonna have to have a game stream soon over there, just for Twitch. Maybe me and Knock will play some college football when he gets back from the con Sunday or something. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But go give us a follow over there. And I've got a Facebook page for and this show goes out on Facebook Live. If you like Facebook, go ahead and get that one. I'm also on X. Definitely check out my stuff there. Follow me there. I have my own website, joesatmosphere.com. Check that out. You can see things about my past and how I ended up doing YouTube and what my favorite artwork I've done and stuff like that. And my streaming schedule's on here too. I need to update it because I'm not doing a video game stream on Wednesdays anymore, but I'll get around to it. But this is also where you can contact me for commissions and some of the merchandise I'm going to be putting together. Also, my Subscribe Star page is here. You can support the channel that way. You got announcements on the channel there, and you also can check out the pages that I've plotted for the Privateer already. They're all on there. I think all the artwork is $5 to check out, and all of the written stuff like the backstories and the actual plots for the books are on there for $1. You can do the reading for $1, and you can check out the artwork for $5. So definitely go check that out. You get stuff like the family portrait. That's the one that's hanging up in my living room now, and that's the one I've been coloring. So go check that out on my Subscribe Star page whenever you get a chance. And also, you can always tip me on Stream Elements too. And those alerts are always up in the chat. So definitely want you guys to check that stuff out and support the channel. Please and thank you. And we appreciate you. We all appreciate you because you know what? We wouldn't even be here without you guys. So thank you for being here. Let's check out what's going on with the channel this week. This is Sketching the Privateer. You know, we do this every Friday at 1 p.m. Central Time. Come back and see it next week. I'll be done with the portrait, and I will have a place where you can order one if you want to. Of course, I have to put together some money. I may not be ready to take orders yet on that. We've got to get them printed and everything. So give me a little bit, and we'll get that done. But definitely check out the show next Friday at 1 p.m. Central Time. And then, of course, tonight, the guy that's in the chat right now, Knock, will be on with John for a little bit. Anyway, at the beginning, Game Night with John. The Walking Dead is what he's playing right now, the Telltale series. I think he's in season 3. So go check that out on Pop Culture Mindfield's channel. It's Game Night with John at 8 p.m. Central Time on Pop Culture Mindfield's channel. And then, of course, there's one other thing I got to get in here, and I forgot all about it. You know what? My man Jed is going to freak out on me if I don't do it. Let's see. Where is it? I should be able to find it pretty easily. Pretty sure I got it here. Where are you? There you are. Okay. This Saturday at 9 p.m. Central Time, it's the MF Roadhouse coming back, boys and girls. This Saturday on Jed Revan Wolf's Rumble channel. It's only going to be on Rumble because he wants to be able to talk and do whatever he wants. YouTube's getting a little crazy during the election season, so come check us out. It's going to be Sam, Ruben, me. We're the regulars, but I'm sure Wookie's going to stop by and some others. It's probably going to be the old crew from the Friday night show. We're going to get together this Saturday at 9 p.m. Central Time, the big triumphant return of the MFR Roadhouse. So come check that out on Jed Revan Wolf's Rumble channel. And then, of course, Sunday, the brothers hack the Matrix. Highlander and I get together and let you know everything you need to know about the clown show that is 2024 through today's headlines. The brothers hack the Matrix every Sunday at 5 p.m. Central Time. I shouldn't even have done that. Look at this. I'm going to turn this music off now because they're doing nothing but ads. Okay, so got that off. But anyway, we hack the Matrix every Sunday at 5 p.m., so come check that out. We have a lot of fun doing that. Me and Danny have a ball. It's just me and him. It's two brothers. This is our time of the week to get away from the wives and talk to each other. It's a lot of fun. And then Monday morning, it's Military Monday with Gary on Pop Culture Minefields channel, and he's doing SEAL Team Season 7. We're going to be doing episode 1 and 2, I think, this Monday. So I'm going to have to start watching SEAL Team. I've never watched this show. I got enough of this guy on Bones. My wife is a big Bones fanatic, and she loves Booth on Bones. So, but yeah, we're going to watch SEAL Team. So you guys come check it out. Military Monday, 10 a.m. Central Time on Pop Culture Minefields channel. And then It's Only Talk and Roll comes your way at 4 p.m. Central Time on Mondays. I'm not sure what the show's about this week. I have no clue. Really don't. But he'll be doing something at 4 p.m. Central Time on That 70s Rock Fans channel. And then I start my streaming week with Papa Joe Gamer After Dark, video games, cocktails, and fails at 10 p.m. Central Time on Tuesdays. And this week, it's my monthly get-together with Lunatic, my shotgun riding buddy on that show. And we're going to be playing DC Universe Online. So come check that out. You get to see the Privateer and his band of bitches. That's right. I've got like 22 characters, and I think there's only like 4 male characters. The rest of them are all chicks. So come check it out. We're going to be playing at 10 p.m. Central Time on Tuesday. And then Wednesday, of course, is the flagship show of the channel, State of the Atmosphere, where me, Knock, Wookie, Jed, John, Das Wolfen get together, and we talk about everything pop culture. I will probably break down the con again. I didn't get to do it this week because we had so much to talk about this week. I mean, it was a lot of stuff. But I'm probably going to break down everything you saw on this show. Probably Reader's Digest version of it for that one, though. And I'm sure Naka's going to have some stuff to share from the two cons he's done over the last 2 weekends. So come check that out at 5:30 p.m. Central Time on Wednesday. My pop culture show, State of the Atmosphere Live. And then it's right back around here for Sketching the Privateer on Friday at 1. You know what we're doing with the channel. All you got to do is go to my YouTube page, and you'll see the schedule. It's the same all the time. Let's check in with the chat real quick before we get out of here. Vince says, might have to do that just to find out what's up with the giant sickle on the floor. Not sure. Oh, yeah. The giant sickle on the floor. Yeah, that is. I'll tell you what it is. The drawing's not going to tell you. That is the nemesis of the Privateer. His name is Communist Rain. He's he's a patriot just like the Privateer, but he wants to see all the Soviet Union back together under the hammer and sickle of Mother Russia in communism. I love that guy. It's a great character. His real name is Ivan Rachmanovich. So yeah, that's That's the privateer's nemesis right there. Knox says, don't forget our football show coming back soon. Yeah, for sure. But it's not going to be this weekend. We still got another week. But the first episode of the season, it's going to be a wrap-up of the preseason. Pre-game party is going to come your way on September 1st at 10 a.m. On Sunday. 10 a.m. Sunday. We're trying to give you an alternative to these jackasses on the regular media. I mean, I love watching. My favorite one to watch is NFL Network, but they've always got one goon on there. Just, there's always a Michael Irvin, or a Boomer Esiason to ruin the whole fucking mix, So if you want to hear what real football fans who love the game got to say about what's going on in the NFL, come check us out, man, for a couple hours before kickoff on Sundays. We start up September 1st. And thanks for reminding me about that, Knock. I do need to push that. Vince says, I often play women, especially with third-person view. That's the whole reason. If I'm going to stare at an ass for hours on end, it's going to be a heart-shaped one. Sorry, just is. Let's see. Gridiron Master says, Dexter's Lab nemesis. Yeah, right? And he endorsed Kamala for president. Right? I think it's Officer Tatum's got a T-shirt that you can buy. It says communist. It's spelled K-A-M-O, communist, right? And only the first syllable is K-A-M. It looks like a pretty cool T-shirt. I might have to get one of those. And then Gridiron Master says Dexter's Laboratory had comic characters. One was Captain America ripoff, and Nemesis was like Captain Red or something. Yeah, I remember, man. I remember. Yeah, it wasn't Super Friends, but I can't remember exactly. They were roommates, right? You had Valhalla, Major Glory, and the Infraggable Crunk, right? He's supposed to be like the Hulk. Yeah, I remember them. I definitely remember them. Elon Musk even liked that tweet. Yeah, no doubt. All right. Well, listen, boys and girls, I got to get out of here. I got to get ready for work. Don't forget, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Follow everybody that's on here. And until we see you again, I want you guys to keep on keeping on. God bless.